What do you bring to the table? Or are you the table?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I never thought because I mean when I think of traditional dating, I'm obviously just thinking of what I expect from a guy. I'm not thinking of what I expect from myself in that.
Welcome back, Tribe. Today's episode is called Women Are Shocked. Even the nice guys are done with their BS. Let's get straight into it.
All right, let's talk about what women should be bringing to the table, since a lot of you guys don't know how this works. When my needs are met and I feel safe and secure in my relationship, that allows my feminine energy to come out. When a man treats me correctly, he can expect to be treated like a king. If a man's making me feel valued, I will make sure that he feels valued as well.
For the most part, what she's talking about when it comes to reciprocation, I totally agree with. But the part that a lot of women do not see in this is that it's all about receiving first and then deciding to give. Let's face it, men are expected to give, and then maybe receive the bare minimum of any basic relationship, let alone an intimate one. We see this all the time where a woman's level of satisfaction within a relationship is dependent on how much her man is giving to her. But the problem with this is that the minute he falters, the minute he loses his job, the minute he's suffering from a mental health issue, she's done. She's gone. And she'll just say it's because she's just not happy. And in these cases, we all know that it's because it was all about what he was giving to her in the first place. It's why men end up feeling used, and it's why men want women that are bringing more to the table in the first place.
The only thing that modern women are concerned about is what they can get out of men in a relationship. It's always about meeting their needs and entitled expectations. Women don't know anything about how to value or treat a man correctly, and men are simply done tolerating their selfish attitude and accepting the bare minimum.
Seriously, what do women bring in 2022 that is special?
Nothing.
Do most women have a cookbook? No. Or do most women really know how to cater to a man? No. Are most women virgins on their wedding day? No. So what do most women bring in 2022 that is special?
But why is it all about what we can offer? Why is it always about what we can bring?
Okay,
What's about our values?
because when you're trying to sell a car, if you're trying to get married, right? And please, I'm not saying that women are cars. It's just an analogy for people. But if you're trying to sell a car, you have to study the buyer and figure out what the buyers want, and that's what men want.
And that's how it all became like a competition between men and women, between everyone. And because I need to show off that I know how to do this, and I need to show off how I can do that, but better.
You don't think that if you're trying to get married, you should demonstrate that you have wife skills?
Of course.
Yeah, but who has them at the end of the day? Not everyone.
Not many women in 2022, yeah. No.
She wants to shout about values. It's clear to all men that Western women don't have any values at all. She just admitted to it herself. No modern woman nowadays has any wife skills, and this is why no man will ever consider marrying them.
Men are typically expected to court women, approach women, ask them out on dates, maybe pick them up, pay for dates, make the first move, etc. What are women expected to do to build a relationship? So I'm talking about that initial stage. What are women expected to do?
Wait, so are we saying that are we saying that he takes you out on a date?
No, he's so when you're let's say the first date, usually on a first date, a guy picks you up, he takes you there and he's expected to pay, but what are you expected to do, kind of in these dating
you're
scenarios?
Just be yourself.
Bring good conversation.
Be yourself. Are you expected to impress him? Do you want to do a party trick? I don't know.
I feel like...
What's up, guys? We're here in Medellín, and we're talking to... ¿Tu nombre?
Jessica.
Jessica y...
Joana.
Y la pregunta para ustedes son, ¿qué traes a la mesa en una relación?
Pues, yo creo que lo principal sería estabilidad y apoyo hacia la otra persona. Lealtad, compromiso y ayudarnos a respetar.
Just look at the difference in beauty and mentality. The contrast between Western women and the women from Colombia, Eastern Europe, and Asia is unbelievable. The only option for us men in the West that want to find a real traditional woman to date or marry is to go overseas.
I ask you, what do you bring to the table and women are like, I am the table. I hear you. I see you, but let's dissect that a little. I'm going to be honest. Some of our tables are coming with 3 legs. If you want to be the table, then we should be making sure that our table is strong and firm. Comes with 4 legs and can stand on its own. We truly need to be honest with ourselves. Are we actually coming with strong foundations, or are we 3-legged tables? Women, we often struggle to regulate our own emotions. So you're probably asking, okay, how do I create a firm foundation? Learn how to emotionally regulate, set boundaries, and heal past traumas. Don't be self-centered. Understanding what you have to offer doesn't mean the world revolves around you. That's not what life is about, okay? Life is about serving others, friends, family members, good man that you plan to marry. If you can't emotionally regulate, be there for others, and understand that the world does not revolve around you, have some work to do, and you have to work on your table. Bob the Builder and work on your table, okay? Your table should come with 4 legs and stand on its own. Next time a man asks you, what do you bring to the table? You can be honest and say, I am the table. A strong table. I'm healed from past trauma. I'm emotionally regulated, and I love to serve others.
Healing from past trauma, being emotionally regulated, and serving others are all things that Western women are incapable of doing because that would require self-reflection and admitting to themselves that they need to change. It's funny how these Western women have become so masculine and mentally unstable that they have to be taught how to act like a normal feminine woman again. These boss babes that tell each other that they're all perfect 10s will never really change. They will just put on a fake act and pretend for a while until they get the man they want, and then just revert back to being a masculine, selfish woman.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm not going to answer this question. This is just something that I wouldn't answer in a date. I'm not going to answer here.
Fine.
I'm not going to answer how many books I've read.
Okay.
It's that power dynamic.
What do you expect men to bring to the table?
Integrity, clarity, consistency, strong connection to divinity, not necessarily religion, but some kind of purpose-based lifestyle.
So what is the female equivalent of that?
The same.
Then why wouldn't you just say that at the table when he asks you?
These women are too far gone, they simply can't be helped. No matter how much you point out the flaws in their toxic mindset. They have been brainwashed by F-ism for so long, they have convinced themselves that they are the table just for existing, and men are the ones that need to bring more to the table to show that we are worthy of their presence.
When it comes to relationships, what do women bring to the table?
We're just superior, period. Some women believe that they don't have to bring anything to the table, and just by being a woman, that's enough. Other women believe that they should bring character, morals, standards, loyalty, intellect, conversation, fun, livelihood.
What do I bring to the table?
So I'm thinking.
Nothing.
Sense of humor?
No.
No.
Yeah, humor. I do a lot in the beginning too. I also put myself out there and pretend like I'm a very homely homemaker. And then as time goes on, I let that go.
A lot of women have brought those things to the table, and then they've gotten screwed by men who took advantage of what they were bringing to the table. Now, unfortunately, I do believe that men have a mentality of get as much as you can for as little effort as possible. That's how you climb the ladder. Most men are not taught how to do relationships. They're taught how to succeed in the workplace. And a lot of men, because they aren't taught relationships from their fathers, they transfer that mentality into relationships. What we end up seeing then is men that are testing the waters. How little can I put in for a maximum return? And women feel used. Because of that, women feel like they don't have to bring anything to the table anymore, and that they should just be appreciated for just simply being there. And it's a very toxic cycle.
No, it's a toxic cycle that women created because they didn't learn anything from their mothers and grandmothers about how to be a feminine woman. They always deflect all of their own flaws onto men instead of analyzing their own ridiculous mentality. These women will only realize the error of their ways when it's too late, and they hit the undisputed wall and end up living alone, childless, with their cats and boxed wine.
I just find it interesting how when I asked what you bring to the table, all of you bring virtually the same thing to the table. So if you all bring the same thing to the table, and then you said earlier that men are simple, they don't care about career or money or this other stuff. So think about it. If men aren't picky, girls all bring the same thing to the table, what's going to make a guy pick you over another girl that's younger and hotter?
Women are not commodities. So he's going to pick the one that he gets along the best with. It's not about numbers or it's not about certain characteristics or not. It's just like clicking with someone.
If men are simple, then that means they can click with a majority of women.
But the thing is, it's not all men who are doing the choosing. It's like a small number of men who are doing the choosing.
And that's the men that women want.
Not all women, but I would say some.
A staggering majority of women are chasing after the same men.
All right, y'all. What do women need to bring to the table? It's not just a man that needs to bring something to the table. We do too. And here's a list based on experience, research that I came up with. So take out your pen and paper. Let's get into it, family. Number 1, she needs to be nurturing, if she's gonna be the mother of your kids and all. Number 2, capacity and willingness to respect you as a man. Number 3, to be understanding of most men's innate pressure to perform in order to provide for his family. To be understanding of that. The next one is not to add to that pressure. It's already heavy enough. Next is to be supportive. Strength of character, moral compass, God-fearing. Intelligent and confident. She's loyal. And last but not least, does not allow for outside voices to impact the dynamics of the relationship.
That basically covers everything that men look for in a woman. It's really not that hard to understand. Unfortunately, it's impossible to find any of these qualities in a woman today. This is why men are done settling for modern women and have decided to stay single and live our lives in peace, or go overseas to date women that are genuinely traditional and feminine.
A real man does not tolerate or accept what others might let slide when it comes to dealing with a woman. He doesn't settle for the bare minimum. He doesn't allow you to speak to him any type of way. He doesn't allow you to disrespect him or allow her to lean on the habits that others have overlooked simply because they were too afraid to challenge her. She might be used to getting her way, confident that someone will eventually let it pass, but not him. He's been down this road before, and he's felt the sting of compromising his standards and vowed to never ever feel this way ever again. In today's world, boundaries and standards are buzzwords, often spoken about but rarely respected. Especially when it comes to men, it's almost as if we aren't allowed to have them, as if our feelings and limits are secondary. But let me tell you this, you are not being sassy for being vulnerable, honest, and real about how you feel. You are being a man, a real man. Stand firm on that truth, sir. Protect your peace, sir. Honor your boundaries, sir, and never apologize for demanding the respect you give so freely.
I'm going to leave it there, guys. Kindly click like, leave a comment, and subscribe to get our latest videos. Take care, and I will see you on the next one.